I came to the end of, I don't know, Lord, but you do. Hi guys, it's Yolanda. Welcome back to the channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new here. How to surrender completely to God. This has been one of the things that I have struggled with the most. One of the things that I wish I could just surrender in all areas of my life to God, but we know that it doesn't happen that way. Surrendering is ceasing to be resistant. You're submitting to the authority of God. The way you think about the situation, the way you think about God, what you believe in God, what you know to be true about. Now, in Luke 22, and Jesus gives us an example of what that surrender looked like. Luke 22:41 says, "If you are willing, let this cup pass from me, yet my will, but thine be done." He's saying, not my will, Lord, but yours. He is willfully accepting, yielding to the will of God. And he's doing this knowing the truth about God, knowing his Father. He believes in his Father. When we look at surrender, when I sat with the Lord, he said to me, I want you to say these 3 sentences, prayer of serenity. And the first 3 sentences says, Lord, grant me to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I recited this thing until I got it in my spirit. After I did this, I gave what I had. I came to the end of my will. I came to the end of me wanting to put my hands to something that only God can do. I came to the end of, I don't know, Lord, but you do. I'm confused, Lord, but you are my clarity. I'm not certain, Lord, but you are. Lord, I'm weak, but you are strong in my weakness. And when I did these things, I finally realized that in the moment that I surrender, the 5 things that really helped me is that, number 1, I knew my mind was made up. Like, I'm giving this thing to God because there's nothing I can do that's going to change the situation. I am surrendering to the fact that I'm accepting that I can't change this. But God, I know you'll give me the courage to change the things that I can. And I know also you're gonna give me the wisdom to know the difference. After this happened, instead of me resisting or fighting against the journey that God had me on in that area of my life, I started to embrace the journey. That is what we're going to have to do. Make up your mind. Then you're going to have to embrace this journey that God has you on, and not focus so much so on the promise, but the journey in getting to the promise. We can't just get to the promise without going through tests to have a testimony, going through trials and tribulation. The word tells us that we're going to have trials and tribulation. We give it to him. We come to the end of ourselves saying, you know what, Lord, I'm casting my cares and burdens upon you, because it may be impossible for me, but all things are possible with you. And this is going to take you going into prayer, really sitting with the Lord about that situation, seeking him in that area that you are wanting to surrender completely in. You are not going to be able to surrender to God completely in every area of your life at the same time. You're just not going to be able to do it. You're going to have to take this day by day, minute by minute, moment by moment, because coming to the end of yourself, that is very hard to do. It is very hard, us as humans, because it's our human nature to want to touch something, to want to do something, to want to put our hands to something. When God is saying, no, be still and know that I am Jehovah Jireh. Be still and know that I am Yahweh, the I am. And then we let go. We let go and we let God. We release it. We don't take it back. I cannot tell you how many times I have given something to God and then I took it back. I prayed to God about it. Then I started worrying about it. And you know, if you're going to pray, worry and prayer does not mix. Why did I take it back? Because I didn't fully surrender it to him completely. So I pray that you get to a place where you can completely, fully say, you know what, Lord, I'm making up my mind. I am embracing this journey. I'm giving this to you. I'm going to seek you every day in this area of my life. and I am letting go and letting you be the God you are in my life. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter how big your problem is to you. It's not bigger than God.